Hey, before we begin, I just want to let you know I do have permission from Vivid Vision to post these games. This is not for monetary value. This is just to show off the games to everybody who may be curious of what's going on with Vivid Vision. So we'll start off with the first game called Breaker. Look at the text where it says good eye. That's what I'm seeing. That's my good eye is my left eye. That's what I'm seeing out of my left headset lens. And my right eye is my bad eye or my lazy eye. And yeah, so that's what you're seeing. You see the screen split there, but that's what I'm seeing on the headset. So essentially what's happening here is if you look at the left, you don't see the ball there. That's because I'm only looking with my bad eye and playing this game with my bad eye, basically. I'm having to keep track of this red ball as it's bouncing back and forth. I'm hitting it with the paddles that are my hands, and I'm trying to make sure the ball doesn't pass me while I'm collecting these power-ups along the way, and I'm tracking the ball with my bad eye, and I'm trying to hit those blocks. You kind of get an idea of what's happening here without me explaining it, but I do just want to talk through it a little bit. It's really good for waking up my bad eye, being able to hit the ball with the paddle and aim it and all these things. Out of the three games uploaded, it's definitely my favorite. I really, really like Breaker. I forgot what this one's called, but essentially what's going on is I have to shoot a target out of three, four, five different targets here, and I'm having to look at the target that appears closer to me. This doesn't do it justice showing you what I'm recording because this isn't what I'm seeing in the headset helmet. There is no green circle around a target in the headset. I'm basically seeing three different targets, and two of them are in the background, one is in the foreground, and I'm having to really just activate my brain to kind of turn on my depth perception and see what targets are closer to me and which ones are further away. I was having a bad day today, so you're going to see me miss a lot, but the further you go up in the levels, the harder it is to tell which target may be closer to you. Again, there's no green circle around the target inside the headset, but I'm having to record the footage from the computer here. It's a really, really, really great game, but very frustrating for me, and it can be kind of um, a reminder of how hard it is to have this condition sometimes because some days it's just really hard to see which target may be in the foreground. But it also feels really great when you break these records and you can see your score go up at the top there and the disparity get better. So again, I forgot which one this is, but hopefully you get a general idea of what I'm talking about. So this has to be my second favorite level or game in the Vivid Vision series here. It's called Barnyard Bounce. And essentially, what is going on is I really don't know what's going on, actually. I don't know how to explain this one other than there's this little chicken that I'm bouncing up and down, just moving my controllers back and forth. So you'll see that some of these platforms may appear in the foreground and some may appear in the background, and I have to land on the ones that are in the foreground. The background ones aren't the ones you can land on. So I'm sure there's some scientific purpose behind that, but I'm not really sure what it is. It is really fun though, just because I am a gamer anyway. So it's fun to play games that feel more like games sometimes. But anyway, you can see I hit like a red power up there, and I get a higher bounce. So I'm just really trying to control my bounce, hit these targets, keep this chicken alive. And occasionally, what'll happen is it'll go into this mini game where I'm just floating in the air around these leaves, and you'll see these golden eggs drop down. It should appear in a second. The interesting part is when that happens, here we go. I can only see the golden eggs out of my bad eye. So you'll see on the right side there, I can see the eggs come down, but on the left side is the chicken. So when I'm in the headset, I'm seeing both of those. I'm having to use both of my eyes and make them work together so I can control the chicken and make sure it catches those eggs. So it's a really, really clever and fun way of making my eyes work together. And I can definitely tell a difference when I'm really tired or when I'm really not, or when I'm warmed up or when I'm not. This is just a super fun game. So that's the gist of that.